Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Programming. I'm Naveen Mishra. Let's continue our series of Java programming. In this video tutorial, I'll start a new topic, that is API packages and user-defined packages. How the packages will work and I will also write the programs for this. Okay. Before I start this video, I will suggest you guys to please watch my previous videos and do subscribe and share to my channel. Okay. So let's start with today's topic, API packages. What are packages? The packages are used to prevent the unauthorized access to the class members, avoid name conflicts, and setting the location of the class and interface. Basically, a package is just like a folder, and in this folder you can place any class, any interface. But why you will create a package? A package will help you solve many problems for a large project. For example, unauthorized access like private, public and protected will help you. Name conflicts, sometimes we repeat the name of classes. This will not happen or will be reduced to some small problems. And the locations of the classes and interfaces can be placed in such a way that modularization of the program increases. Okay, so by implementing the packages, these are the advantages or the features that you will get. Packages are Java's way of grouping classes and interfaces all together in a single place. So basically what we do is we will create a package, we will place everything inside the package. That the everything I mean here is in Java class and interface. Packages act as containers for classes and interfaces, the same thing. They increase the modularity of the programming. They are just folders and directories in which only class and interfaces are placed. So basically what a package is, a directory or a folder in which you are placing class and interface. So this is a package. Let's say you create a directory or a folder and you can place a class and interface in it. Okay, just like a normal folder where you can place images, audio, songs, etc. In here you can only place class and interface. That's what is called a package. Okay. Now these are the advantages of packages. Maintaining multiple classes becomes easier, code reusability increases, performance increases. Okay, so these are the advantages that you will get when you implement the packages in your program. Okay, so basically when we talk about packages in Java, the packages can be categorized into two types: API package and user-defined package. API packages are the packages that are already defined and available in Java. That is, when you create a Java, when you install a Java setup, that is JDK, then you will get these packages in by default. And user-defined packages are the packages that are created by user according to their own choice. Okay, API packages are inbuilt packages. So this is what I have explained you. Now API packages basically can be categorized into two types: character user interface and graphical user interface. What I'm trying to say is, if you are writing programs which will only have a text output, then it is called character user interface. And if your output of the Java program, if your software requires a GUI like login frame, login window, registration window, then you will create a GUI package, that is graphical interface. Okay, so the API packages, these are the character user interface packages. Sorry for this repetition. This is a character user interface package, that is CUI, java.lang package, java.io, java.util, java.net. These packages are used for character based programming. You can include them with other packages, but basically these are used for character user interface. And sorry for this, these are not user defined packages. Here it should be, just a second. So this is wrong. What should be placed here is GUI package, and here CUI package. So these are your CUI packages and these are your GUI packages. In GUI packages you have Applet and AWT. Okay, so let's start with these packages. What is the lang package? The full name is the language package. To implement the simple Java programs, you use system class, you use scanner class, you use string class. You use inbuilt keywords, data types and variables. These are all defined inside this lang package. And whenever you write a Java program, this package is by default imported in your program. Okay, so it contains classes. Every package contains classes and interfaces. Okay, the main classes inside the lang packages are these. Okay, now how to import a package. So this is the statement that how you will import a package. You can say import keyword at the top of the program followed by the Java keyword dot package name dot class name. Okay, we have done this when we implement the util package, import java.util.star. So Java is your main package, util is your sub package, and star represents all classes or system, or a particular class can be also be imported in the lang package. Okay, import statement must be written after package statement and before the start of any class of interface. Let me write some program so that you guys can understand. So here I am including a new Java class test API package. So here I can import a package java.lang.star, and then I can import java.util.star. So these are the inbuilt packages, right? And why it is okay, unused import. Now I can place a main method here, public static void main string args, and I can write a program to read 2 or 3 values int a comma b comma c system dot out println enter 2 numbers, and then I'll use a scanner class, scanner s1 equals to new scanner system dot in system s small. Okay, so I can use this. Now lang package is not used and you don't have to write it, so I'm removing this. And let me call the math class of the package, and we will calculate the area of circle. Okay, so let me say double r comma area, and I will say enter the radius of the circle. I'll say r is equals to s1 dot next double, and then area is equals to math.py, this is an inbuilt keyword, multiply r multiply r. Okay, and now this math.py here, math is the class in lang package and pi is the inbuilt variable with 3.14 value assigned to it. Okay, and I'll say system dot out dot println area of the circle equals to plus area. Let's try to run this file. So there you go, radius being asked, I put the value, and there you go, your program runs. And we can also calculate the square root as well. So I can say math.sqrt of n, and I will put it, receive the result in ans. I will print the message as well, so I'll say square root of the given number equals to ans, and I will read the value here and change the message to enter any number, and I will receive it in n. So I will say double n. Okay, let's run this file again. 3.5, then any number, let's say a square root of 25 is 5. Okay, so there you go. These are the inbuilt methods that you are using in your program. Okay, these are already defined in import java.lang.star. Okay, just a second. This is the math class that we are using here. It is giving you the instruction to remove because this package is by default imported, so you don't have to import the lang package. Okay, so this is the program how you can use the inbuilt classes of the API packages. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so once we have this lang package and I have explained you how to use the import statement, we can continue with IO package, input output package. It provides classes that are required to perform the input and output in Java. Basically, when you are writing a program to read the data from the file or to write the data in the file, or any input output related to buffer, then you can use IO package. Okay, so these are the important classes here. These are the important classes here. I mark this: file input stream, file output stream, data input stream, and data output stream. These are the classes that are important. Sorry, here the name print, this is data output stream. Okay, so these are the important classes. Then util package, we are using already util package, and I have written this program here as well. We are using the scanner class. Okay, so other than scanner, you can use date time facility, calendar class, and many other classes like string tokenizer and random number generator. Okay, these are the main classes that are available in your util package. Okay, so along with util package, you have a net package that is for networking. You can create an application in Java that communicates with other devices using this chat box server, just like a Facebook chat box. You can create a chat box where you can connect with the other person, with the other device. For this purpose, you need a network package. Okay, the network package have APIs, two types of APIs: low level and high level APIs. These are the names of the APIs or the classes that you can use in the net package. So these are the important classes. There are lots of classes. I am just naming a few which are used quite oftenly in the Java programming. Okay, so once you have the net package, you have an applet package as well. Now applets are the small Java programs that are compiled on one machine and executed on another. Just like a website, your website is stored on the server and you can access the website using any browser. The same way applets work. In applets, the programs are written and compiled and stored on the server, and you can use it in any applet enabled browser. Okay, so they are web-based application. They do not need a main method. We will have a proper lecture for applets as well. Right now, you can just have a little information about the applet package. Okay. Then the AWT package to create a GUI applications like login forms, registration forms, or any other type of forms. You can create a AWT package. So these are the inbuilt classes. You can create a text field, label, graphics, buttons, and so on. So these are the inbuilt classes that you guys can use. Okay. Now I have written the program for user inbuilt packages. You can use this program and write this program if the question is related to API packages. Okay. In the next video, I will cover how to implement user defined packages. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Cheers.